This week, I'll lead you through a short slow flow practice for helping us get unstuck. So whether it's physically or mentally, but this practice is for those moments when we might be feeling a bit stuck, trying to get back into the flow of things. Let's get started. I created this flow when I was feeling a bit stuck, both mentally and physically. And this practice helped me get out of that feeling. So that's why I wanted to share it with you today. I hope you'll enjoy this practice. You don't need any props for this practice, just a mat or some kind of a practice space where you have some room to move around. We'll use Sun Salutations as the base of this flow. So it might be quite a familiar practice for you already. And then we are going to start from standing up. So find a steady standing pose. You could have your feet hip width apart. You could have them a bit closer together, wherever you feel that you can ground yourself and where you can bring the weights onto 2 feet. You might even take a moment to rock a bit from one foot to the other. Maybe still adjust. Roll the shoulders. And then just take a couple of deeper breaths in and out. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Take another deeper breath in. Breathe out through the mouth. And then we'll start with some arm movement. We're going to inhale, gently float the arms up overhead. As you exhale, bring the arms sideways down. Rotate the shoulders in and just slightly round your neck, your upper back. Same again with the in-breath. Let the ribs open. Let the arms float up. And with the out breath, let the shoulders roll in, let the chest close. You can slightly round the upper back. Couple more rounds, following your own breath. In breath, floats the arms up. Exhalation brings the arms down. And you can nod your head, you can round the neck. 2 more rounds. As you breathe in, let your feet ground down, moving in 2 directions, following the pace of your own breath. 1 more round. In breath, opening the ribs, the armpits, arms floating up. Exhalation, slowly releasing the arms down. Round your neck. And then bring yourself to center. Feel the weight on 2 feet. And then turn towards the top of the mat if you aren't there already. And we're going to go into some slow sun salutations. I'll guide you through some breaths as we flow through the sequence. But you can also find your own rhythm, your own pattern for the breath. With an in-breath, lengthen, float the arms up. Exhale, stay there and just release the shoulders away from the ears. With the next in-breath, fold forward into a full forward bend. You can bend the knees. Exhale, let yourself sink a bit deeper. Inhale, step your right foot far back. Exhale, lower the pelvis a bit further down into a runner's lunge. Leave the left hand on the mat. And as you inhale, circle the right arm up, twisting out to the right. Exhale, circle the arm down. Same again. Inhaling, circling the arm up. And exhaling down. You can let your pelvis move, your back move. 2 more circles. So allow that movement come all the way from your feet through the legs into your spine. Let's do one more circle, one extra circle. And then from that last circle, bring your both hands onto the mat. And we're going to step into a downward facing dog. Step your both feet back. You can adjust your hands, you can adjust your feet. And then we're going to go through a plank into a cobra pose. As you inhale, shift the weight forward into plank. Exhale, pause there, push the floor away. Inhale, lower down onto your belly. Release the toes. And then exhale, open your chest into a cobra pose. And pause here to breathe. Let the chest open forward, elbows can be bent. Go only so far into the back bend that you still feel safe, your back feels happy. And then with your next exhalation, lower all the way down. Inhale, lift onto hands and knees. Exhale, round the back into child's pose. Head can drop down. Next in breath, lift yourself back onto all fours. Tuck the toes under. And then lift into downward dog. Take another few breaths here, in and out. Feel free to move. You might rock your pelvis from side to side. Just unstucking where you might feel that some movement is needed. And then from this downward dog, we're going to step the left foot forward, arriving into that runner's lunge on the other side. And here we're going to leave the right hand down, and we're going to inhale, circle the left arm up, twisting out to the left. Exhale, circle the arm down. And again, continue with your own breath. Let your feet move. Let your hips move. Let your back, your ribs, your shoulders move. So really trying to invite movement to the whole body. I like to rock the weight from the front foot to the back foot. One more circle. And then bring your both hands on the mat. We're going to step the right foot to the left foot, landing the feet down, and then rounding the back. As you exhale, extend the back halfway up into flat back. Inhale, round the back into that full forward bend. And then with the next exhalation, reach your back, your arms up. Inhale, stay there, continue lengthening up. And exhale, release down. We're going to do second round the same way, but this time we're going to step the right foot back first. Same beginning. Now as you inhale, lengthen arms up. Exhale, stay here to soften the shoulders. Inhale, fold forward, that full forward bend. Exhale, deepen that forward bend just slightly, releasing the neck, the head down. Now we're going to take the right foot. Inhale, step the right foot far back. Exhale, you can lower the pelvis a bit further down. And we're going to go back to those circles. So right hand stays down. And now inhale again, circle out to the left. Left arm moving, exhaling down. We'll do a few more rounds. Continue in your own pace and see how much movement you could invite to your legs in this runner's lunge. How much you could move through the hips, through the feet, maybe bending, straightening the legs. One more circle. And then bring both hands onto the mat and step into a brief downward dog. Feeling that grounding through both hands, through both arms. But you might move your feet, keep your feet mobile. And then we're going to go into that cobra pose. So inhale, come forward into a plank. Exhale, pause there. Feel that strong line from head to heels. And then as you inhale, lower down. Exhale into cobra pose. And again, pause here to breathe. Do you want to extend the arms? Do you want to stay lower down? Keep breathing. Take another breath in and out. And then as you exhale, lower down onto the mat. Lift onto hands and knees. And exhale, round the back into child's pose. You can bring head down on the mat if that feels okay. You could rock the pelvis a bit from side to side. Take a breath here in and out. And then we're going to lift back onto hands and knees. Tuck the toes under. Send the pelvis up and back into downward dog. Head dropping down. And again, just take a moment here to move. You might circle the weight from hands to feet, feet to hands. You might lift one leg up or the other. Really feeling into your body. Feel where some movement is needed. And let's take another breath here, in and out. Downward dogs don't need to be static. And then we're going to step the right foot forward. So from your downward dog, bring your right foot forward into that runner's lunge. Preparing to move again. So now left hand stays down. And with an in-breath, circle the right arm up. Exhale, circle the arm down. Again, now that we've done this movement once before, see how much movement you could find from other parts of your body. Feet can move, legs can move, the neck, the head can move. One more circle, following your breath. And then we'll bring both hands onto the mat. We're going to step the left foot forward and round the back. That full forward bend, knees could be bent. With your next exhalation, extend the back halfway up into flat back. And as you inhale, bend down, full forward bend. As you exhale, reach the back, reach the head up, arms can reach up. Bring palms together and lower your hands down in front of the chest. Take a couple of breaths here in and out. And then we're going to continue. We'll just add some slightly bigger standing poses. Starting from here, from mountain pose, going into 2 more sun salutations. As you inhale, lengthen arms up. Exhale, soften the shoulders. Inhale, fold forward. And exhale, deepen your forward bend and releasing the neck, the head down. Then we're going to step the left foot back. And you have an option here, either keeping the left heel off the mat or bring your left heel down for warrior one legs. You decide. We're going to lift the back, lift the arms all the way up here. And you might still adjust your feet. Where can you feel grounded? Where do your knees feel safe? Now going into that same breath pattern we had in the very beginning. As you exhale, bring arms sideways down, closing the shoulders, the chest, rounding the upper back just slightly. Then inhale, arms floating up. Exhaling, arms come down, rounding the upper back. And with the in-breath, opening the side ribs, the armpits, arms floating up. One more time, exhaling down. Nod your head down. And inhaling up. And then from here, we're going to bring hands all the way down, turn the left heel up and step into downward dog. And let's go straight into that plank and back bend. So as you inhale, come forward into plank, exhale, pausing there. And then as you inhale, lower down. Exhale into your cobra, your back bend. And with your exhalation, lower down. Inhale, lift onto hands and knees. Exhale, round the back into child's pose. Head can drop down. It's all we've done before. And then with the next in-breath, come back forward onto hands and knees. Tuck the toes under and lift into downward dog. I think we might move here a bit. Maybe you take the whole dog for a little walk. Let's take a few steps forward along the mat. Let's take a few steps back along the mat. And then we're going to find either that high lunge or warrior one on the other side. So now we're going to step the left foot forward. So bring the left foot forward and either leave the right heel off the mat or bring your right heel down. So warrior one feet. And from that base, start to lift your back up. Arms up. And still adjust your feet. And then going again to that same breath pattern. As you exhale, arms come sideways down, closing the chest. If you want to go a bit lower down, you could go lower down. And with the in-breath, arms float up. Let the breath help you. Exhaling down. You might even bring your hip towards the knee if you want to go further down. And with the in-breath, lifting up. Feet grounded so you have freedom to move in your upper body. One more time. So where can we find softness? Where do we need to support? And lifting up. Inhaling, opening the chest. As you exhale, bring hands all the way down. And we're going to turn the right heel up and then step the right foot forward, two hands. Folding forward. And with an exhalation, extend the back halfway up into flat back. Inhale, bend down, that full forward bend. Exhale, reaching up. Arms can reach up. And exhale, just release the hands, release the arms down. Either to your chest or arms come sideways down. Breathe in and out. One last round with that higher lunge or warrior one. So from here, inhale, lengthen arms up. Exhale, stay there. Inhale, fold forward. And exhale, bending maybe a bit deeper. Then we're going to step the right foot far back. And again, either keeping the right heel off the mat or bring the right heel down, and you can make a different choice this time round. We're going to lift the back, lift the arms up, finding a steady place. And then we are going to go a bit further into that forward bend. So now, as you exhale, bring arms down, bring hands, the backs of the hands onto your lower back and head down towards the knee. Inhale, lifting up, arms again, spiraling up overhead. Exhale, bring hands behind the lower back, head down towards the front knee. And inhale, lifting up, arms spiral up. Might open your chest. One more time, exhaling down, rounding the back, folding forward. And inhale, lifting up, opening the chest. Exhale, bring hands down onto the mat. And step into downward facing dog. And let's move again here a bit. Move your feet. You can do a couple of circles with the pelvis. And then we'll go into that flow. Inhaling forward to plank. Exhale, pause there. Inhale, lower down. And then exhale into your cobra pose. Then with the next exhalation, lower down. Inhaling onto hands and knees. And exhale, one more child's pose. Head can come down, soften the shoulders. And next breath, lift yourself onto hands and knees, tuck the toes under, send the pelvis up and back. Breathing in and out. It's our last downward dog, so give yourself a little bit of movement. The dog can wag its tail, moving the hips, moving the pelvis. And then one more time, we're going to step the right foot forward. And again, you can keep the left heel off the mat, or you might turn the left foot on the mat. And again, you can make a different choice this time round. One more time, lift the back, lift the arms up. Find the steady place in the legs. And then as you exhale, round the back, bring hands behind the back, head down towards the right knee. And inhaling up. Arms spiral up, open the chest. Exhaling down. Following your breath. And with the in-breath, through the feet, through the legs, into that lift, into that opening through the chest. One more time. Rounding the spine. And one more time, lifting up. And then exhale, bring your hands down. We're going to step the left foot forward, folding down into that full forward bend. With an exhalation, extend the back, halfway lift. Inhale, bending down, full forward bend. And then with an exhalation, lift your back, your arms, your head up. Inhale, stay here, reaching just a bit higher up. And then with the next exhalation, release the arms. And then bring palms together in front of the chest. I'll turn towards you. We have one more pose. We have the tree balancing pose. So now after all that flowing, give yourself a few breaths, let your breathing calm down. And then we're going to try to find that steadiness, that balance, allowing our mind and body calm down. at the end of this flow. You can choose which leg you want to stand on first. You might choose your steady leg, or you might choose the slightly more wobbly leg. But shift the weight onto one foot, and then open the other leg into that tree pose. You can leave your foot next to your ankle. You can bring your foot somewhere below the knee on the shin, or you might lift your foot all the way up onto the inner thigh. Find a focus point for your gaze. And I'm suggesting we just keep the palms together in front of the chest. You might feel your heartbeats if you gently press your palms or your thumbs against your chest. Just notice your breath. Let yourself root down through your foot. Let yourself lift up through that standing leg. And find some calmness in your breath. Even if your legs might feel a bit shaky. Take another breath in and out. And then slowly close that lifted leg hip. And then release your feet. Release your arms, your hands down. Take a couple of breaths in and out. Just notice your heart rate maybe slowing down. And let's do same standing on the other leg. So shift the weight onto the other foot. And again, you decide if you want to keep your foot next to your ankle, on the shin, or if you want to bring your foot all the way up onto the inner thigh. Bring palms together. Again, find a focus point for your gaze. Focus on your breathing. Let your body calm down in this standing balancing pose. Noticing where we can soften, where we can let go, where we can let things flow, and where do we still need to hold on to that support. Take a couple more breaths in and out. And then after those couple of breaths, close that lifted leg hip and bring your feet down, your arms down. And again, take a few or a couple of breaths in and out. When we feel our mind is busy or unsteady, balancing poses can be great. They gently force ourselves to focus, to calm down, to stay in the pose. From here, I'm inviting you to come lie down for a brief Shavasana pose. If you'd rather stay seated, if you feel that coming to lie down will make you feel too sleepy, then you are more than welcome to find an easy seated pose. Finding a moment of stillness, whether it's seated or lying down. Bring one hand onto your belly. Bring the other hand somewhere onto your chest or down to the bottom of the rib cage. If you want, you can close your eyes and invite your full awareness to your breath. And let your breaths flow down to your hands. With your mind, follow each breath in. And follow each breath out. Let yourself feel that internal flow. That movement inside you. Whenever we feel stuck, if we can, let the body move. Let the movement help your thoughts, your feelings to start flowing again. Or if we are in a place where it's not an option to move, you can always invite your awareness inwards to your breath. And give yourself a moment to observe that flow. The flow of your in-breaths and out-breaths. And encourage your breaths to flow more freely. Wherever you are, take a breath in through the nose, exhale through the mouth, take another breath in through the nose, exhale with a sigh, and then if you are lying down, just slowly roll down onto one side or rock yourself into a seat. Bring yourself into an easy seat where you feel you could leave your hips, your back, your shoulders soft. If you are already in a seat, just stay there. And you can bring palms together in front of the chest. And as always, at the end of the practice, most importantly, thank yourself for hopefully getting yourself a little bit unstuck today and just letting yourself flow, giving yourself a moment to move, to breathe. And I thank you very much for joining in. Namaste. Thank you.